Eventually, when you get to the end of your first piece of fabric or your next piece of fabric, you're going to need to add more. So what you're going to do is fold over the end, take your scissors, cut a little ways into it, creating a little hole, a little slit. Do the same thing with your next piece of fabric, cutting a little slit. And now your new piece, with the slit, you'll push through what's already on your rug, and then take it and loop it back through the hole of the new piece. Pulling it through, creating a nice little flat knot. And have no fear, it will not show up in what you're doing. And then you can continue on knowing that you have enough fabric to keep you going. Now I'm coming up on the knot. It will get a little tight, but that's okay. Just keep it going. That's where the knot is. Going around the first edge is always the hardest part because it's the thickest part of where your canvas is. So once you've gotten through that and you get into the center part, it's a lot easier. So we've talked about adding a piece of fabric to an already existing piece if you're just continuing with the same color or doing random pattern. Now, if, for example, you have a color change that stops at a certain point, say you've drawn your pattern on and you have to stop, what you would do is let your current piece dangle and go in and then just start the same way as we did before, looping your fabric on, pulling it through, and then continuing on with your new color, letting your tails dangle. You can pick them up later if you need to when you come back through. So on the back, what you're seeing is the old piece and then the new piece. So at some point when you're working on your piece, you're going to come to the end of your medium. And what you end up doing at that point is you're going to just simply tie it to the next piece with a little knot, like so. Pull it as tight as you possibly can and trim your tails on that because you don't want them getting tangled up in what's to come. And when you finally do finish your piece, you're going to have a lot of little tails probably on the back if you've changed color a lot. What you would do with those is you're going to tuck them into the front of your piece of work. We're going to go ahead and show how to do that. So with a darning needle, I'm going to stick it through the front because I have a very short tail, so I can pull it through my piece of fabric and take it into the front. And then I'm going to weave it back through as far as I possibly can. Pulling it through. And it does get tight, and that's okay. Just be patient with it. Like so. And if you have a little on the left over, you can simply snip it off. And now you have it tucked in, like so. Voila! And that's that.